Can everyone stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Can you guess that we've never done this before? I think that was pretty good for no rehearsal and everybody coming together at the last minute. Well, good morning and welcome to our Senior Academic Awards Assembly. Normally, this time every week, we have a whole school assembly where students present to the faculty and we share successes and achievements as well as highlights of what's been going on in any particular week. Today, it's my pleasure to have you in the audience at the Senior Academic Awards Assembly, where staff have the opportunity to recognize the academic, sporting, and service achievements of our graduating class. This is an especially wonderful opportunity for students in grades 7 to 11 to see how we value and celebrate effort and achievement in the classroom, in sports teams, and through service learning and community contributions. I hope that some of you leave this room today inspired and challenged so that you will be somebody we call up to be recognized by a teacher, AD Lily, one of our clubs at a future award ceremony. Okay, and so we begin. I'd like to call up Bill Drake to present the English Award.
Hi, everybody. I would say good evening, but that's just from 10 years of doing these at night. Instead, good morning. Thanks for all being here. I really appreciate seeing you. I'm not the math department, as your program would say, but we'll figure that out pretty quickly. I'm presenting on behalf of the English department. We're going to do 3 awards. Going to be an achievement in thinking, an achievement in writing, and then overall excellence in English. It was decided upon by the English department, but I get to be the patsy up here in front of you. In today's day and age, we do a lot of learning, but there's a lot of questions about like what actually is learning, like what are we doing here, why do this, and there's a lot of things that can think for you. You could use AI to write your own papers. You could use AI to really do whatever you want for you. But we're going to celebrate people who instead chose to think for themselves and use that, because thinking, I read a really great quote that I want to read to you, is figuring out what you really think is one way of remembering you're human. And I'd just like to invite all of you to look around at all the humans next to you. We're an odd bunch, aren't we? Right? But yet, everywhere around you, humans. Crazy. We do this together, and we think together, and we speak together, and that makes us our community, and we value that, and we come and we celebrate together those who have made a difference within it. And I invite you all to make a difference in your community, which is here and elsewhere, because then you get to feel alive and a part of something that's greater than you, and that in today's world is not something that artificial intelligence can do. So in honor of people who are thinkers and writers and express themselves that way, I'll begin. The first award that I'm going to present on behalf of the English department is for the achievement in thinking, which goes to Anya Reed. We're still figuring out the moves. All right, next up is for achievement in writing, and this goes to Hazel Foucault. All right, and our last award is for overall excellence in English, and that award the English department proudly awards to Alex Niket. All right, one last round of applause for the English award winners. And now I'm going to become Miss Emily Willis. That was my costume change. All right. Hi, everybody. I love libraries. I'll just start off by saying that one thing that you can tell the quality of a community, I'm just going to keep on this theme, is how we think of libraries. And libraries are really interesting because there's lots of places that give books out. Like I could go to Barnes & Noble's and I buy one, which is a way to buy books. But I like libraries because they just give you books for free. And then they just say, bring them back. That's it. That's all you got to do. And that's pretty remarkable in today's day and age, given that everything costs something. And here you just say, no, honor system, just do it. So because of that, I think it has a really remarkable place in our community. And if you notice architecturally in this room, or this building, it is pretty much in the center. Here we have the center, right, where we come together as a community. And there, our ideas are also centrally located. So, in honor of that, the MTRS Library Gertrude Streeter Award is given to a student who shows an interest in lifelong learning and libraries. Emily Mason has been an avid reader and user of the MTRS library. Congratulations and best wishes, Emily. Congratulations again, Emily. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Mr. Drake. The Gertrude Streeter Award is also partially supported through the Mary Lyon Foundation. They've got a little office at the bottom of over there, near Stacey Beck's room and Alia Woofenden's room, and they do an enormous amount to support students and families and us as a school. And I just want to thank Liza for coming today. Liza, give us a wave. There's Liza. Not only are they providing books and materials and food and supporting driver's ed and transportation, but they're also thinking about ways of providing spaces. A couple of years ago, through donations, they provided $30,000 for us to create the community or the career and college readiness area in the library with the furniture and the screens. So it takes a village, and we're very thankful for Mary Lyon Foundation's support. Okay. The next award will be the Mathematics Award presented by Elizabeth Rennett.
I'm here to present 3 awards on behalf of the math department. The first is the Excellence in Calculus Award. The Excellence in Calculus Award celebrates students who have excelled in calculus through dedication, creativity, and perseverance. The students have risen to the challenge of calculus with exceptional skill and determination, mastering intricate concepts while enduring through challenging content. I am pleased to present this award to Emma Canaday and Hazel Foucault. The second award that I will be giving out is the Excellence in Statistics Award. The Excellence in Statistics Award honors students who have risen to the challenge of statistics with skill and determination. These students have transformed raw data into meaningful insights while demonstrating the critical thinking and precision that define true quantitative excellence. I am pleased to present this award to Emma Canaday and Kyla Paris Howard. The last award I will be presenting is the Excellence in Personal Finance. The Excellence in Personal Finance Award recognizes students who have demonstrated exceptional mastery of personal finance concepts, including budgeting, investing, debt management, and financial planning, equipping themselves with the knowledge and skills to make sound financial decisions throughout the rest of their lives. I'm pleased to present this award to Anya Reed.
And now it gives me pleasure to call up Rachel Hoogstraten, who will be presenting the Capstone Awards.
Good morning, everybody. The Capstone program here at MTRS is an opportunity for students to demonstrate the best of what they've learned in their education so far. But it also takes some qualities that aren't usually the focus of traditional classrooms. The teaching team would like to recognize 4 graduating seniors who exemplify these capstone habits of excellence. I'm going to explain all of 4 of them to you, and you can hold your applause till the end, please. For the first habit of excellence, leaving the MTRS walls, we want to recognize Rowan Richardson, who completed an internship at Buckland Shelburne Elementary School. Rowan got first-hand teaching experience with 5th graders, where she worked with small groups, planned and carried out lessons on social-emotional learning, and dealt with rambunctious students. Rowan's experience confirmed her decision, and she leaves MTRS excited to pursue a career in teaching. Hazel Foucault demonstrated the second habit, be your own boss, in her project, which blended one-on-one interviews, visual art, and documentary filmmaking. Hazel was self-motivated, juggled multiple aspects of her work at one time, and stayed focused on and committed to her original goals, even while the project shifted and grew. Her final portraits and film are a moving testament to the power of shared experiences and connecting across generations. Next, to vet everything means to do thorough research and survey a wide variety of resources before choosing just the best and the most relevant to work from. Emerson Spence demonstrated this skill in his statistical analysis of data related to the human gut microbiome. Not only did he do college-level research, he developed a computer program to help others manage and sort vast amounts of raw data. Emerson's work has the potential to impact the work of other scientists, making it easier for everyone to vet everything. Finally, for our last habit of excellence, find it, request it, or make it. Addie Loomis showed us all how one person can bring something new to our whole community. In developing her Athlete of the Week recognition, Addie had to put in the legwork it takes to develop a brand new tradition, bringing together community partners, school structures, and individual athletes. Her program lives on past Capstone and will have a lasting impact on our school. Congratulations to Rowan, Hazel, Emerson, and Addie for receiving the 2026 Capstone Awards.
Thank you, Ms. Hoekstra. And now I'd like to call up Martha Griswold and Louis Varela to present the world languages.
Good morning. We're here to present the Trailblazer Perseverance Award for Foreign Languages, and we would like to say to the seniors who'll be winning these awards, congratulations on crushing the challenge of learning a new language. We know it wasn't easy, but your work has officially given you a tool to connect with the world. We're proud of you. Go out there and shine. For French, those two students are Maya Kolbeck and Ella Thompson.
Okay, please, Noah and Mabel, come here.
Thank you very much. Now I'd like to call up Ms. Silverman and Mr. Leowolf to present the Art and Photography prizes.
I think art ones are on top. Hi, everybody. All right, so in the art department, which is Mr. Leowolf and myself, we challenge students to work across all of the studio arts: sculpture, drawing, painting, ceramics, mixed media, digital media, photography, the creation of the yearbook. The creative work of this class is incredibly impressive, and we have many students to acknowledge in studio arts this year. So in this realm, again, like, you can't AI your way through any kind of studio project. You really have to just do the work, and it's original work. So the task of creating something that has never been done and never been made, seeing it, envisioning it, and then actually having the fortitude and perseverance to see it through as a physical creation is no small task. This year, I want to recognize our wonderful group of perfectionists, procrastinators, self-doubters, imposter syndrome havers, and creative blockers, and all the ways that you worked with those things and incorporated them into your very inspiring creative processes. So I have two categories here. One is for just general excellence in the realm of studio art, and then I also want to acknowledge two students who went above and beyond that. So for achievement in the arts, you really need to demonstrate creative integrity, community building, and artistic technical achievement, which all of these students should be proud to say that they have done. I'd like to recognize, I'm going to say everybody and then call you guys up. Emma Canaday, Cleo Gardner, Alex Niquette, Guinevere Silva Ryan, Anya Reed, and Hazel Foucault. And in addition, this year, I also want to recognize 2 students who completed the first round of AP Art and Design portfolio and really went the extra mile to create extremely high quality portfolios of original artwork that I 1000% stand behind. So proud of you, Maya Kolbeck and Logan Weekend.
Hi everybody, my name is Brendan Leowolf and I run the photography corner of the Fine Arts Department here. And this past year we really had some success with our analog photography program taking off through a generous grant from the Massachusetts Cultural Council. And analog photography, working in the darkroom, shooting film, is at times a painstaking process. It takes literal time to expose the film, to process it, and the various chemistry, and to make prints. And there's so many places where so many things can go wrong. And with high schoolers learning how to work in a darkroom, many things do go wrong. But in the face of that, some of these kids really stuck with the challenges and showed tremendous perseverance in the face of that. And I would like to honor one of those students today for perseverance in photography, and that is Megan Gabery.
Thank you, Ms. Silverman and Mr. Leowolf. And now I'd like to call up Ms. Basil and Ms. White, who will be giving out the history prizes.
Boy, the struggle's real. Yeah, okay. Great. Hi, everyone. Good morning. We are going to start off with a kind of a new thing for this year. We usually only give one history award, But since this is the first year we have offered another AP class, we decided we would do similarly to the science department and offer a celebration for the students who chose to go over and above what they needed to do for social studies and really engage in the work of thinking deeply about the social sciences. So this award is going to celebrate the students who chose to take both AP US History and AP Psychology. And they are Malcolm Briggs, Emma Canaday, Hazel Foucault, Izzy Finn, Kyla Perez Howard, Addie Loomis, and Emerson Spence.
All right, and up next, we will be giving out our annual award known as the Commonweal Award. So the Commonweal Award was designed to recognize a student who is really passionate about and embodies the lessons we learn from the social sciences and humanities. So the history and the social sciences teach us about the nature of people and what it means to be human, and how we can best utilize that knowledge to foster a world of empathy and respect and compassion for one another. And by learning that human actions often have unintended or possibly detrimental consequences, you realize very quickly that being a responsible human and putting care and consideration into every decision you make is challenging. A student deserving of this award is not only curious about these teachings, but is really able to internalize them and apply them to their own life, their own people, their own experiences. And the Commonweal student is one who is an active participant in their community and takes their civic responsibility towards others to heart.
I'm going to award this one because this is a student that I have had in my class since sophomore year. I have witnessed her unending consideration towards others, as well as her curiosity and dedication to studying the social sciences. She's by far one of the hardest working people I know, and when you look around our community, she's everywhere. She's highly involved, she's regularly seen, she's always available for help and support. She's a leader in clubs, sports, academics. She brings energy and excitement to everything she does. She is tenacious. She is always humble. She is ever magnanimous in her spirit, and she is a fierce friend to all people. I am proud to give this year's Commonweal Award to Addie Loomis.
And now I'd like to call up Mr. Kolbeck for the AP Science Awards.
Good morning, everybody. Again, my name is Eric Kolbeck, and I'm representing the Science Department. The Science Department, as it turns out, has the most AP offerings of any department, and some would say that makes us the best department, and I salute those people, but everyone is entitled to their own opinion. We offer 5 in total AP classes, and we wanted to honor those students who are going above and beyond in these difficult courses. We've decided to award based on the number of those courses that you've taken. And I'm going to read off a bunch of names, and if you'll hold your applause to the end so we can get through all of them in a timely manner. The following students have taken 3 or more AP Science courses. They are Ivan Hillenbrand, Alex Niket, and Emerson Spence. The following student has taken 2 AP Science courses, Zach Canaday. And then finally, we have students who have taken 1 AP Science course, and they are Kyla Paris-Howard, Anya Reed, Cami Thompson, Logan Wiegand, May Armstrong, and Malcolm Briggs. As you come up, please avail yourself of some treats in the bag as we walk through. Thank you for your hard work. Come up and receive your award. Do you mind helping me hand these out? Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Colbeck. Now, on behalf of our amazing high school guidance counselor, Mr. Saro, I would like to give out the Presidential Excellence Awards. And this goes to students who have achieved over a 4.0 GPA. I'll read the names, and they'll come up. 4.0 over a high school career is phenomenal. Alex Niket, Hazel Foucault, Emerson Spence, Emma Canaday, and Addie Loomis. And now I'd like to invite Ms. Kamada and Mr. Biagini to present the Academic Persistence Award.
Good morning. The Iron Will is an academic persistent award, and this award is presented to a student who constantly demonstrated the purpose and dedication over immediate academic ease. Through grit and resilience and unwavering drive to succeed, this student overcame significant hurdles in complex reading and writing assignments to reach the finish line of his senior year. His resilience to learn complex language not only improved his reading comprehension, but expanded his vocabulary that was visible throughout class discussions, written work across all classes. Noah Sprague, you stayed the course and you persevered regardless of any distractions or obstacles that came your way. We congratulate you on this Iron Will Academic Persistent Award. Well deserved.
And now I'd like to invite up AD Greg Lilly.
Good morning, everyone. Before I get started with our athletic awards, I'd just like to share a little bit about my experiences with this class. When I go to my meetings with other athletic directors, whether it's in Franklin County, Western Mass, or throughout the state, they constantly ask me how we do so much with so little at Mohawk Trail. And I quickly respond with, yeah, we don't have a lot, but we've got good ones. And that goes for the athletes, the parents, the teachers, the administration. We have a lot of support at every level at this school, and without that support, we wouldn't be able to make it happen. But I want to salute the senior class for the last 4 years that I've been able to work with you all. I've seen you come a long way, and I'm just so proud of what you guys have accomplished. Our first award this morning, like I said, I was going to say tonight, but this morning, is the Mala Murray Award. The first award I'm proud to present is the Mala Murray Award. It is presented to a senior female athlete that has demonstrated outstanding sportsmanship, dedication, effort, enthusiasm, and school spirit. This year's recipient has continuously gone above and beyond to help improve herself as well as her teammates. Over her Mohawk Trail career, she has been a 3-sport athlete, a captain and all-league member of her field hockey team, and a very active member in her community. This year's award is being presented to Miss Cammie Thompson. Our next award this morning is the Lisa Burdick Memorial Award. This award is presented annually to a senior tennis player who has demonstrated exceptional dedication, sportsmanship, teamwork, enthusiasm, school spirit, and encouragement for their teammates. However, as much as I would love to be the person to present this award to this year's recipient, I feel that it would be far more appropriate for Miss Kate to come up here and give it to her. So, Miss Kate, can you come join us?
Thanks, Greg. This is going to be tough. Throughout her tenure as the #1 singles player for Mohawk Trail varsity girls tennis, Hazel Foucault has maintained a positive attitude, unless it was above about 82 degrees outside. But I kid. In singles tennis, you can sometimes feel like you're shipwrecked on a rectangular island, competing without a clock to run out and without teammates to help you. You deal with the consequences of your errors all alone. But Hazel stayed upbeat and collected in tense moments. And she could often be found having a friendly chat with her opponent after a match, which is very abnormal in the world of high school tennis. In addition to playing #1 singles, Hazel has also served as the captain of the tennis team for a number of years. She has been an ideal role model for her younger teammates, modeling self-reflection, constant improvement, and respect for all. She stressed the importance of conditioning to her younger teammates and reminded me to take practice time for fitness when I was always tempted to use it for technical improvement. Hazel always worked to be better and would regularly seek me out to ask the finer points of some sort of technical question. And she stepped up this year in a really big way when I was on maternity leave, and I know that Greg and I have been really, really thankful for your leadership this year, Hazel. Tennis has given me so much in my life, and it's been a joy to share it with you, and I hope you never, ever stop playing, Hazel, because I got to meet you because I never stopped playing. Come on up, Hazel.
Thank you, Ms. Kate. Thank you, Hazel. A few years ago, I deemed it necessary to begin giving out an award to a graduating senior athlete that truly embodies what it means to be a perfect teammate. Not necessarily the star athlete whose name you read in the papers or one that will wow you on game day, but instead the athlete that constantly sacrifices personal accolades for the betterment of their team. The athlete that makes it a priority to make sure that everyone feels like part of the group, whether they're a veteran upperclassman or a shy, inexperienced seventh grader. These types of athletes are commonly referred to as glue guys because they're the ones that hold things together when they could easily fall apart. They always do what is asked of them without protest because they understand that team accomplishments will always trump the accomplishments of an individual. It is my honor to present this year's the Team Award to Miss Cleo Gardner. Couple more. The next award to be given out this morning is for the outstanding male athlete in the class of 2026. This year's recipient is a Mohawk Trail athlete that has constantly shined while participating in sports that do not always make the headlines and never truly get the recognition that they deserve. He has quietly gone about his business, working tirelessly to improve himself as well as his teammates. In a lead-by-example fashion, this senior has quietly been selected as an all-league performer by the PBIAC an astounding 10 times throughout his career. As a result, it is my honor to present this year's outstanding male athlete to Mr. Peter Healy. All right. To conclude today's athletic awards, I will now present the plaque for Outstanding Female Athlete in the class of 2026. While we at Mohawk Trail have been incredibly blessed to have so many outstanding athletes in this year's graduating class, I do not believe it is at all possible to manufacture any sort of suspense surrounding who will be receiving this award. Over the course of her career, this year's recipient was a 4-sport captain in a format that only allows you to play 3 sports. By my count, she was selected by the PBIAC as an all-league performer 13 times. She's a generational talent that has her name on not 1, not 2, but 3 state championship trophies. This being said, all of her athletic accolades and accomplishments pale in comparison to the outstanding person that she is on a day-to-day basis. It is with great pleasure that I have the honor to present the award for Outstanding Female Athlete in the class of 2026 to the best alpine skier in the state of Massachusetts, Miss Addie Loomis. Thank you all.
Thanks, Greg. I'd now like to move into the leadership and service section, and I'll invite up Andrew Moffat, advisor for the class of 2026.
Good morning. Oh, good. Somebody who wasn't super taller than me. Hi, everyone. Good morning. It has been my absolute privilege to serve as the class of 2026 advisor, not just this year, but for the last 5 years since they were in 8th grade, masked up, 6 feet apart, fresh off of remote learning. Throughout all 5 years, Addie Loomis has led this class with a spirit and a tenacity to make things happen. Addie is the only student who rivals my level of competitiveness, especially with Booster Week, who I will see at 7 a.m. in the morning checking the Booster Week spreadsheet scores to see where we ranked up the night before. We have exchanged a few emails about that. But it is with this commitment and dedication that Addie has led this class not only to that Booster Week win, but a successful prom and years of laughs and fun memories. Addie, I wish you all the best and luck as you take on your next adventure, and know that without question, you will be a leader there as well. Congratulations to your class of 2026 president, Addie Loomis.
And I'd like to invite Mr. Leo Wolf back to the stage to talk through the yearbook awards.
Hi again, everybody. I don't have an individual award for the yearbook for the people that made it. It was kind of an interesting team of across the high school grades and even an 8th grader that came together. But I did want to take just a minute and offer a round of applause to the seniors that contributed to the yearbook this year, and that was Emily Mason, Maya Kolbeck, Noah Sprague, Megan Gabry, and Ari Thurman. If you could just give them a round of applause. The class of 2026 decided to dedicate their yearbook here to 2 people, and those were Summer Steele and Steve Cootie. And if I could invite Cammie Thompson and Addie Loomis up here to read a little something that they wrote in this year's yearbook, that would be great.
Hi, I wrote mine for Mr. Cootie. I knew him for a very long time outside of just the school, or from the school, but he was my softball coach since 7th grade all the way up until last year. He was an active member in the community and just was in everybody's life, so I'll read what I wrote. Steve Cootie was a beloved para, coach, and friend to everyone in the Mohawk Trail community. Cootie worked closely with students throughout the building, whether it was making small talk in the halls or one-on-one with students in the classroom, or talking about softball. One of Cootie's biggest loves in life was his love for softball. He had been a coach for this program for over 25 years. Cootie was a light in everyone's day. He always had a smile on his face, spreading kindness and generosity to others every day in his life. Cootie didn't just spread his kindness, but also taught it to others, pushing the people around him to be their best selves every day. Any new person he met, he would make sure to get to know them and form a genuine connection, especially his athletes on the softball team. Cootie was the kindest, most selfless, generous, and genuine person to walk the halls of this building. Anyone who knew him would call themselves lucky to have. Steve Cootie will be greatly missed among the community.
And then I was able to write a little thing about Summer, and in loving memory of Summer Rand Steele, some people leave footprints on our hearts that never fade. Summer Steele was one of those rare lights in this world, kind, bright, and wise far beyond her years. She could be dancing one moment, playing baseball or basketball the next, and still find joy in making mud pies in her backyard or caring for the animals she loved so much. Summer had a spirit that drew people in, her smile, her laugh, and her kindness. And everyone around her felt special. Through her time with us, far too short, the impact she made would last a lifetime. As the class of 2026 reaches this milestone, we carry Summer within our hearts, in our memories, in the lessons that she taught us about kindness and joy, in the light she brought to all we who knew of her, the way she made you feel like you were the only person in the world when you were with her. She will always be part of our class, forever 9, forever a friend, forever loved and forever missed. To my best friend, I will carry you with me, and I hope you're dancing in the sky.
Thank you very much, Cami, Adi, and Mr. Learwolf. I'd now like to invite Ms. Kamada up on stage to give out the Key Club Awards.
I'm going to miss you guys. Okay. The Key Club is an international organization for high school students with clubs almost on every continent except Antarctica. It is a student-led organization that offers its members opportunities to serve, build character, and develop leadership skills. Mohawk Trail Regional High School Key Club has 28 members, 8 of whom are seniors, that empowered one another to lead, to serve by cultivating leaderships, developing friendships, and performing community services. This past year, the senior officers and members conducted 15 hours plus on the grounds of Mohawk Trail Regional High School and their community. They did this with pride, dignity, and very seldom ever said no when I asked them to help out. Some of these events included Asheville Fall Festival, the Kiwanis French Toast Breakfast, the Mohawk Trail Regional Musical, Something Rotten, Moonlight Magic, the Trinity Church, the Potholes Memorial, the Craft Fair Local, babysitting, the Sharing and Caring Room, and the list can go on and on and on. To the seniors being recognized today, congratulations. Your dedication to serving your school, your community, is characterized by your hard work, your determination, your profound gratitude, which sets an incredible example for all of us. The Key Club medallion and pins that you will receive today represents not only your 15 hours plus of service, but also your commitment to being a servant leader who transforms the community they live in. As you are prepared to move on to the next chapter of your lives, please take this token of appreciation from your Key Club and Kiwanis family, with you as a reminder that the lasting impact you have already made on us and your surrounding communities. Your passion for helping others has helped your school and your community prosper. We are so very proud of you. Well done. Congratulations on this well-deserved recognition, and I personally will miss you all very much. As I call your names, please come up to the platform to receive your certificate, your medallion, and pins. Malcolm Briggs, Emma Candidate, Cleo Gardner, who is our Key Club treasurer, Isabella Finn, Hazel Vuko, Kyla Paris Howard, Addison Loomis, Emerson Spence. Okay. Okay, go ahead. It's okay. They're going to come up and say anything.
And now I'd like to invite up Ms. White to recognize the NHS officers and members.
Hello again. So we give out cowls every year for the senior graduates who have been members of the National Honor Society. And I'd like to just give you a little background around what this is. The National Honor Society is a national organization that recognizes students who are high achieving in their academics. They need to have a 3.8 GPA to be inducted, and they need to maintain that GPA the entire time they are part of the group. But it's not a membership that just gets bestowed on people because they have a 3.8 GPA. They have to go through a really rigorous process of applying and demonstrating to a faculty panel of 5 people that they are also people of strong character, who are service-oriented in their communities, and that they can demonstrate leadership. So they have to demonstrate excellence in a broad amount of spaces in their lives in order to become members of the National Honor Society. Once they are selected, NHS students are expected to be continuing leaders in their schools. They serve as officers of their class, leaders in their clubs, captains of their teams, role models in their classrooms. They are expected to serve their community. They're obligated to behave honorably, generously, and with responsibility towards others, all while keeping up their straight A average in school. This is a high bar, and you should be celebrated greatly for achieving it. The kind of dedication it takes to be a National Honor Society member, the commitment and leadership that you demonstrate comes from within. It is part of who you are as people and how you want to act out in the world. Thus, the cowl is kind of a public recognition of the private commitment that you bring to the world every single day. And it is my great pleasure and honor to bestow cowls on the following seniors. The officers will receive light blue cowls and members receive white. We have Alex Niquette, our president, Jesus Foucault, our vice president, Addie Loomis, our recycling chair, Emma Canada, Kyla Paris-Howard, and Anya Reed.
Thank you very much, Ms. White. It gives me great pleasure now to call down Ms. Collins and Mr. Mazanek from the Mohawk Trail Supported Classroom.
Good morning. On behalf of the Mohawk Trail Supported Classroom, we would like to recognize this year's recipient of the Hope Award. This award honors a student whose school journey reflects courage, self-discovery, and determination. Throughout his years here, this student worked tirelessly to understand himself as a learner, to advocate for what he needed, and to develop the flexibility required to thrive in environments that were not always built with him in mind. Tasks that may seem simple for some often demanded immense effort, patience, and perseverance from him. And he met those challenges with grit, heart, on the ground and running. As he graduates, he stands as a powerful reminder that success is not always defined by ease, but by persistence. His growth gives hope to other students who may face academic or social challenges, showing them that their path too is possible. We are proud to recognize his strength, his voice, and his unwavering commitment to become the best version of himself. Congratulations, Peter Healy.
And now I'd like to invite Melanie Meyer from the MVP Coffee Shop up.
Good morning. This morning I would like to present the Mohawk Vocational Program Customer Service Award. As I look at the class of 2026, we've had the privilege of having many students in this class complete an internship in the coffee shop and have done an amazing job. One student stands out. He has completed internships for all 4 years of his high school career. So if you have ever come into the coffee shop and been greeted with a smile and possibly a fun fact, you know how much this student has brightened people's days. I would like to present this award to Jesse James.
And now I'd like to invite up Miss Annalie Clough to present the Music Stan Smithers Award.
Hi. The Stan Smithers Award goes to a student with excellence in music. This student really felt integral to my music community here at Mohawk. They're really kind and supportive to their peers in every class I've had them in. 3 years ago, when I started working here, they began to come to my room during lunch pretty much every day, talking to me, playing instruments, and helping their friends learn songs as well, proving to be a really good music teacher themselves. And that year, I started kind of awkwardly in the middle of the school year, and they really made me feel welcome here as well. It's been a really big pleasure seeing them grow as a musician and grow into themselves as well. This goes to Mayabelle Armstrong.
And now I'd like to invite up Jess Chouanier, Miss Amy Roberts Crawford, no, just general, okay, Miss Jess Chouanier to present the Theatre and Performing Arts Award.
Good morning, everyone. Even though Miss Amy can't be up here, I know that she is just as proud for this individual as I am. The Performing Arts Integrity Award is given to recognize and celebrate an individual who has gone above and beyond in the field of performance arts. This person is consistently dedicated to not only giving their best in every rehearsal and performance, but supporting and encouraging their castmates to do the same. To be able to work with this individual has been an honor and a privilege. Every time I saw them on stage, I was captivated, whether performing spoken word art, directing them in Something Rotten Jr., or watching them in one of the many shows, somewhere around 6, I think, that they've done here at Mohawk Trail. Their talent is evident and mesmerizing, and we wish them luck as they continue their adventures at UMass Dartmouth, majoring in marine biology. It's my great pleasure to award the Performing Arts Integrity Award to Alex Niquette. Congrats, Alex.
Thank you, Ms. Chouanier. I'd now like to call up Ms. Rubinaccio, who will present the Student Council Awards.
Good morning, everyone. I'm the high school student council advisor. I did this for several years and then took some time away, and then I came back. This is my first year back, but I did teach all of you in 8th grade. So I have Landon up here to help me, but I want to say thank you to our student council members who have stepped up, showed initiative, volunteered, and led our council over the years. I hope you continue to be leaders in your communities and make a positive difference wherever you go. Congratulations. I'm going to have Landon do the rest because he's much better at giving speeches than I am.
Hi everybody, I'm Landon. I'm the student council president. Each year, student council members are given a cord to represent their participation on student council. When I read your name, please come up to receive your cord. We would like to present our student council cords to our student council secretary, Emerson Spence, Peter Healy, Kyla Paris Howard, Anya Reed, Cammie Thompson, Emma Canaday, Hazel Foucault, Izzy Finn, and Cleomi Gardner. Now, I'd like to take a moment to recognize a specific senior who has given back to student council in a way that Miss Ruby and I are eternally grateful for. This senior has been a dedicated member of student council for her whole Mohawk career and has been a part of so many of the great things we have accomplished in the past few years. I am so lucky to get to call her a friend, and I am so proud to see her take life by the horns, and I am certain that I am the luckiest president alive to have her as my vice president. Addie, you are a pillar in our community who brings love and light with you into the building every single day. Your leadership is an inspiration, and I hope that you know I wouldn't have been nearly as successful this year without your help. Although you are leaving us to follow your dreams, please remember the incredible legacy you leave behind, and know above all else, you make spaces brighter just by being in them. Come up to get your thing. Is it this tool? Okay.
Okay, we're now at the last two remaining awards, the valedictorian and the salutatorian. These are awards for the highest and the second highest GPA over high school careers. So an awful lot of work has gone into these two awards from the students. The valedictorian will deliver the closing speech at our scholarship and graduation event next week, Friday, from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, same place, same place. The salutatorian will give the opening address at our scholarship and graduation event next week on Friday. With a GPA of 4.208, our valedictorian is Alex Niket. This is an exceptional class. I know because Mr. Zaro, myself, Lorena from Twin Lakes, Aspen, and Bob Mastarakis had to triple, quadruple, quintuply check GPAs. The second highest GPA of 4.204 is Hazel Foucault. Let's have a round of applause for our valedictorian and salutatorian. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, so this concludes the awards section, and we now have the senior slideshow. Before we move on, That's really to get caregivers ready with their cameras. I would like to offer my thanks to caregivers for taking the time out of their schedules to attend. School committee members, district administration, Eliza from the Maryline Foundation, and our teaching and paraprofessional staff for their ongoing dedication to support student learning experiences at Mohawk Trail Regional School. I would also like to thank the class of 26 advisor Andrew Moffett, Chelsea, Carol Foote, the custodial team, and AP Johnson for the logistics in making this event happen. A huge thanks to Ms. Clough and the musicians in the orchestra for being part of this assembly, and we look forward to hearing a second song from you in a very short while when we leave. Finally, I would like to thank Mr. Drake and the AV tech crew at the back for making sure everyone can see and hear, and also Otis at Falls Cable for recording this event, which will be broadcast soon, details in the newsletter this week. Okay, so give us 2 seconds and we'll set up for the slideshow. I think we just need Oh, okay.
I would just take this, thank you for being a great audience. I would just, body break, stretch for a second. It'll just take us 1 minute. Oh, look at this.
diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula, I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving wrong, I do what they say I can't. They call me
Okay, we're now at the end. Natalie, the president of the class of 2027, is going to stand up and lead our class out momentarily. They will be playing their song as they go. When they've left, the orchestra will play, and our illustrious guests, caregivers, that will be your opportunity to escape before everybody else does, okay? We won't let them go before you got out, okay? Are we ready with the music? Okay, Natalie.
Chambean pero no jalan. Tú compras todas las Jordan, a mí me las regalan. I spend in the club, all you have in the bank. This is the new religion bank, el Latino gang. Está toda servieta, pero es que en el plaza tengo mucha grasa. Ya mudé la Gucci pa' dentro de casa, yeah. A ti no te conocen ni en plaza. El diablo me llama pero Jesucristo me abraza. Guerrero como Eddie, que viva la raza, yeah. Me gustan boricua, me gustan cubana. Me gusta el acento de la colombiana.
Okay, thank you very much for coming. That slideshow will be shared if you're interested. Okay, thank you, caregivers. Take it away, Annalie.